Which is better, the Mercedes AMG GT 63 SE Performance 4-door Coupe, which starts at $195,000, or the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, starting at $227,000? My goodness. Well, in this episode, we are gonna find out. The AMG has a handcrafted 4-liter twin-turbo V8, making 630 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. It features a 9-speed multi-clutch transmission, but these are both hybrid vehicles. So the AMG has an electric motor at the rear axle, with a 2-speed gearbox for increased efficiency and more powerful acceleration. This motor makes 201 horsepower and 238 pound-feet of torque. The total power output is 831 horsepower and 1032 pound-feet of torque. Crazy numbers. The electric motor is powered by a 6.1 kilowatt-hour battery pack, which is good for a range of just 7 miles in electric-only mode. This vehicle can run in electric-only mode at up to 81 miles per hour. This car is all-wheel drive, but it does have a rear-wheel drive mode if you want to do donuts. The Panamera has a 4-liter twin-turbo V8, making 591 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. It has an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. It also features an electric motor inside the gearbox, making an additional 187 horsepower and 331 pound-feet of torque. The combined power output is 771 horsepower and 737 pound-feet of torque. A 25.9 kilowatt-hour battery pack powers the electric motor, which is good for a range of 40 miles in electric-only mode, and this vehicle can run in electric-only mode at up to 87 miles per hour. This vehicle is also all-wheel drive. So then, how fast can these vehicles go? The AMG is crazy fast. It can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds. That is insane. It also has a top speed of 199 miles per hour. Crazy. The Porsche is very fast. It can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds. That's brutal. And it has a top speed of 202 miles per hour. Crazy performance. The AMG is a great looking vehicle. The only thing is, on the front I'm not sure how I feel about that grille design. Everything else looks great. The headlights are very sharp, and the bumper design is pretty clean. On the side, this car looks sweet. The body panels are very smooth, and I love that. The sloping roofline looks excellent, and this vehicle gets sportier side skirts. However, on the back, I don't like how big the charge port is. But apart from that, the taillights look awesome, and the rear bumper has a more aggressive look to it. Now these cars are very heavy. They are large vehicles, but the hybrid system really adds a lot to the weight. And the AMG weighs over 5,200 pounds. But apart from that, I do like how it looks. The Porsche also looks cool. On the front, the headlights are very advanced. Big air intakes on the bumper, and I love how the bonnet is sloped. On the side, these wheels look terrific. Most of the body panels are pretty smooth, but I also like the creases on the door panels, and it has aggressive looking side skirts. On the back, I absolutely love the rear light bar. It looks gorgeous. The back of the car looks amazing. The rear bumper design is pretty clean, but this is an even heavier vehicle. It weighs above 5,300 pounds. Overall, these vehicles look beautiful, but I slightly prefer the look of the AMG. The Porsche's interior is a beautiful place to be in. This looks excellent. The design is very cool. I really love this design of the center console. Very clever. The steering wheel looks great. So does the driver's display, which is curved. And this car features both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's a very luxurious cabin, and it looks especially good with the maroon leather. Now this version of the Panamera gets slightly updated seats over the base model. You can also get the stitching and seat belts in different colors. There are many design options with this vehicle. Usually the interior quality of Porsche's vehicles is very good. Their interiors have very expensive feeling materials, and all of the pieces and trims feel solidly put together. This truly is a terrific cabin. Now for the comfort features, it gets heated, ventilated, and massaging front and rear seats. It also gets the heated steering wheel, but you do have to pay extra for some of those, if you want them. Overall, this is a fabulous place. The AMG has a very cool interior. The design is very sporty and high-tech with this widescreen display on the dashboard, which has both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as the ambient lighting, which looks awesome at night. It gets a lot of design upgrades in the interior as well, This version of the GT gets the AMG Sport steering wheel. I love how it looks. It also gets sport seats. You can also get the stitching and seat belts in different colors. And this vehicle has aluminum pedals. In terms of interior quality, for the most part, the interior quality of Mercedes' vehicles is pretty good. Their cabins have expensive feeling materials, and most of the parts feel solid. For the comfort features, it has heated seats, the heated steering wheel, and front ventilated and massaging seats, but you do have to pay extra for some of those features. Overall, it's a nice interior, but I like the Panamera's interior more. In the trunk of the base AMG GT is 16.1 cubic feet of space, but with the added hybrid system, the trunk space goes down to 11.8 cubic feet of space. The Panamera has a hatchback style trunk. It has up to 14.9 cubic feet of space when the rear seats are up, and when they're down, it has up to 44.3 cubic feet of space. Both vehicles are great for carrying groceries, but if you need to carry large items, the Porsche is better. Both vehicles get lots of chassis tuning over their standard versions. The AMG has adaptive air suspension. With this, the suspension constantly adjusts the stiffness based on the road conditions for a smoother, more comfortable ride, and better handling. You can also adjust the stiffness manually as well. You can set the suspension to a softer setting for improved comfort, or you can set it to a stiffer setting for better agility. It also repeatedly alters the ride height based on various road conditions and the speed the vehicle is traveling at. This provides an even smoother ride. You can also adjust the ride height manually as well. Now, instead of strut bars and sway bars, this vehicle has a hydraulic anti-roll system, so it uses hydraulic elements to increase stability, replacing traditional sway bars and strut bars. The Porsche also has adaptive air suspension. However, this one feature the Porsche has is truly mind-blowing. This feature is Porsche's Active Ride. It's a very advanced anti-roll system. It keeps the vehicle completely stable. So for instance, when you accelerate, the bonnet goes up. So then this system also raises the rear suspension. When you apply brakes, the bonnet goes down. So then the Active Ride system lowers the back suspension. And when turning, the system raises the suspension on the side the vehicle is leaning towards. It's a super advanced feature. Even over bumpy roads, it keeps the vehicle completely still. But that's not the best part. You can also remotely control this suspension through your phone. That is the mind-blowing part. So how does this system work? It utilizes hydraulic motor pump units at each wheel. They can independently adjust the damping force. Excellent technology. It also has stiffer strut bars, increasing torsional stiffness, resulting in better handling and reduced body roll. Both vehicles have dynamic engine mounts, holding the engine stronger in place, reducing vibrations. But based on various driving conditions, they can automatically adjust the stiffness through electrical current. They also have variable ratio steering. With this, the steering ratio constantly adjusts based on various driving conditions. Big factors include the steering angle. Both vehicles have rear wheel steering, so at low speeds, the back wheels turn at the opposite direction of the front wheels. This reduces the turning circle significantly. At high speeds, the back wheels turn at the same direction as the front wheels, increasing stability. They also get torque vectoring, so they can send full power to the outer wheel with the most grip. Helps a lot with corner exiting traction. And for the brakes, the AMG gets carbon ceramic brakes as standard. So at the front, it has 6 piston calipers gripping 401mm discs. At the back, it has single piston calipers gripping 360mm discs. The Porsche comes with carbon ceramic brakes as standard. So at the front, it has massive 10 piston calipers gripping 440mm discs. Those are massive brakes. At the back, it has 4 piston calipers gripping 410mm discs. Overall, these are very advanced vehicles. They have lots of chassis tuning. All these advanced features help to provide a better driving experience, and in this case, a sportier and a more enjoyable driving experience as well. So which is better? The Mercedes AMG GT 63 SE or the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid? It's very close between the two, but the Porsche is better. The Mercedes is a great vehicle. It's very fast, it looks great, it has a nice interior, but the Porsche is even better. Its hybrid system is better, since you can go further on electric only mode with the Porsche. It looks fantastic, It has a beautiful interior, it's way more practical, it's also very fast, and it's super advanced. But do you guys agree? Let me know in the comments down below, which vehicle do you guys prefer? Also, let me know in the comments down below, which other car comparison video would you like to see? If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the red subscribe button down below, and turn on all notifications, that way you never miss out on any new video posted on this channel. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode.